Hello students, this is the most important question series, the topic biomolecules, and this is the 8th part of class 11. So today we'll discuss the question number 36. Which of the following is which of the following is which of the following is the simplest amino acid? The options are alanine, second one aspargine, third one that is glycine, and D option is tyrosine. So it is important here that simplest one amino acid. So this particularly the glycine is the simplest amino acid because the side group is only simple hydrogen. So we can draw the structure here also. This is COOH, carboxylic acid group, and this is the amine group, this is the hydrogen, and the other group is also hydrogen. So the molecular formula we can calculate here to C2, that is H5 and NO2. So in this way we can find 2 carbons and here the 3, 4, 5 hydrogens, and that is 1 nitrogen and 2 oxygens. So this is the particularly simplest amino acid. And then question number 37, which one of the following which one of the following hydrolyzes internal phosphodiester bonds, phosphodiester bonds in a polynucleotide chain. So the options are, that is lipase, B option that is protease, C option that is endonuclease, and D option that is exonuclease. So here what happened, the phosphodiester bonds, what we have already discussed in our theory videos, here what happens, 2 nucleotides are attached together. So here what happens, so and here the internal is written. So 2 types of code is there, one is from the terminal and another the internal. So terminal, that is exonuclease, and proteases digest the protein, peptide bonds, lipase the ester or the lipids. So internal means this is the correct answer, endonuclease. So endonuclease is the correct answer. Then question number 38, which of the following statements which of the following statements regarding enzymes Inhibition is correct. Inhibition is correct. So, which statement? First one is, that is competitive inhibition. Competitive inhibition is seen when a substrate competes when a substrate competes with an enzyme competes with an enzyme for binding to an inhibitor protein, for binding to a inhibitor protein. Then the second option is competitive inhibition is seen competitive inhibition is seen when the substrate and the inhibitor competes for the active site of the enzyme, of the enzyme. Then C option is non-competitive inhibition of an enzyme can be overcome by adding large amount of substrate, Then the D option is non-competitive inhibitors non-competitive inhibitors often bind to the enzyme irreversibly. So here important thing is that which of the following statement regarding enzyme inhibition. I have discussed this thing all in details in my videos. So we can see here the particularly the options like competitive inhibition is seen in a substrate competes with an enzyme for binding to a inhibitor protein. So this option is wrong, and the second option, that is the competitive inhibition, is seen when the substrate and the inhibitor competes for the active site of the this statement is the particularly the correct statement. So we have already discussed that the competitor and the inhibitor are likely to be near about similar structure, not equal structure but the similar structure, so got confused to the active sites, so they always compete to the active sites. And the third option and fourth options are wrong one, and all these things I have discussed in my video of this enzyme. The next question is 39. Enzymes, vitamins and hormones can be classified into classified into a single category of biological chemicals because all of these first option helps in regulating metabolism metabolism. B option are exclusively synthesized in the body of a living organism as at present. And C option, that is are conjugated proteins and the D option enhance oxidation metabolism. So here very important thing is that we have to think a single category biological chemicals, what is the importance, that is enzymes, vitamins and hormones. So mainly the important is helps in regulating metabolism. So this confirms that enzymes act as biocatalyst. Vitamins are also we have discussed, that is the precursor of, we can tell, the coenzymes, and the hormones are the chemical messengers. So here important thing is that other options are rejected because it is written here they are synthesized in the body, because we know that some vitamins are taken from outside source and not always all are proteins, so not conjugated proteins, and not always oxidation metabolism. So different functions, oxidation, reduction and other functions or other types of reactions are also carried out by the enzymes. So the universal is that helps in regulating the metabolism. Then the last question 40, the catalytic efficiency of two different enzymes can be compared by the first option is formation of the product, B option, that is pH optimum value, then the C option Km value, and the D option, that is molecular size of enzymes. So here the catalytic efficiency of two different enzymes can be compared by, because we have discussed this thing in details, how the factors affects. So this is the Km value. So the substrate concentration, the particularly we have discussed this thing, the Vmax, this is and Vmax by 2. So the concentration at which the Vmax by 2 is achieved is called the Km value. So Km value plays very important role. So and this thing I have already discussed in detail how the factors affects the enzyme actions. So next we can see the series 9.